It wasn't a ceasefire. It was a lull. It didn't last long.
I have been hiding under my bed for the past 6 hours. The area where I stay at the moment has been shelled to shreds. I have heard nothing but explosions and gunfire and shelling and screams.
Rosanne Ahmed sent us voice notes and this video. She's a British national who travelled to Khartoum for her cousin's funeral. Now she's trapped there.
I and my family members are terrified to a point where we have gone numb. As a British national, I haven't heard anything from the British Embassy. My only question is, if there is no plan to get me out, please tell me why.
One country did have a plan and has already carried it out. Saudi Arabia took some of its citizens and other foreigners to safety. More than 150 of them travelled by land to the port of Sudan and then by ship to Jeddah. The Sudanese armed forces said they were coordinating efforts to evacuate foreign citizens and diplomats from Sudan. The British Prime Minister chaired another COBRA meeting today, but the government remained tight-lipped about any evacuation plan, saying only that it was preparing a number of contingencies. Much of the fighting has been centred around the capital, Khartoum, as the Sudanese armed forces and the paramilitary rapid support forces battle for key infrastructure. There's also been clashes outside the capital, in El Fasher and Niala cities in the west, and El Obeid south of the capital. Djibouti airport is the key to getting people out, and countries have sent planes there waiting for a safe time to fly into Sudan. France flew in a plane last night, and the Sudanese authorities said they expected the United States, Britain, Japan and China to evacuate their diplomats and nationals by air with military transport planes. Foreigners might get a plane ride. Sudanese citizens, though, have no other option but to flee overland, west, into Chad. The UNHCR says around 10 to 20,000 people are seeking refuge there.
They had come bringing with them as many belongings as they could. So we have seen people who are bringing the beds, bringing the blankets, bringing food, and so whatever they could bring. And there were, yes, a majority of women and children, like in most of these villages, but there were also the men.
General Abdel Fattah el-Burhan, commander of the Sudanese armed forces and the country's de facto leader, said that both sides needed to sit together, his most conciliatory statement so far. But even as he spoke, the lull was ending, the battle for Khartoum resuming, and people bracing for worse to come. Tom Cheshire, Sky News.